broadcasting for a worldwide audience.
Yeah, welcome everyone to this week's Americana Deep Dive. I'm DJ Lonnie and happy to have you aboard our weekly jaunt into the American vernacular. We're celebrating wonderful music from across the century. There's going to be some folk, some country, some southern rock, blues, all the good stuff. Okay, we've got a great show lined up and I hope you're all ready for that. Kicking us off in royal fashion there was the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band with Nashville Blues from their 1972 LP entitled Will the Circle Be Unbroken? And they're a legendary band, originally formed in 66, and they've existed in various forms since their founding in Long Beach, California. The band's membership has had at least a dozen changes over the years, including a period from 76 to 81, when they performed and recorded just as the Dirt Band. Constant members since the early times have been singer-guitarist Jeff Hanna and drummer Jimmy Fadden. That album from 1972 made a huge impact, not only because it's great music, but also as the band were able to invite on board for various collaborations the likes of Mother Maybelle Carter herself, as well as Earl Scruggs, Doc Watson, Merle Travis, and other giants of country and bluegrass. There was a follow-up album based on the same concept, Will the Circle Be Unbroken Volume 2, that was released in 89, and was also certified gold, won 2 Grammys, and I think it was named Album of the Year at the Country Music Association Awards. So there you go, the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, and kicking us off nicely. Let's get deeper into the groove now with a great track by a lovely band called Vetiver. This is You May Be Blue from the 2006 release To Find Me Gone, their second studio album. Vetiver are an interesting outfit, mostly the vehicle for singer-songwriter Andy Cabbage to showcase a fine contemporary aesthetic of rock-influenced folk music. So, if you haven't yet cracked open a fresh cold one, now would be a good time to sit back and enjoy.
flashing red, dews falling down in my head. Somebody knocking, there's no door, just a note laying on the floor. You're going away, I'm leaving too. Is this the last I'll be seeing of you? A million miles, it's a long way to go, but I've been down this road before. Smokestack lights flashing red, dews falling down in my head.
Goes Pieta Brown with So Many Miles, getting all smoky and bluesy. She's great. Now, very talented a young lady, critically acclaimed musician, producer, multi-instrumentalist, and singer-songwriter. She's released 8 albums and 5 EPs to date, and has performed with artists as diverse and glorious as Mark Knopfler, John Prine, Amos Lee, Justin Vernon, and Calexico, amongst others, I believe. That wee track is off her awesome LP from 2011, entitled Mercury, but all her stuff is consistently credible and proudly displaying her wide-ranging influences from folk and indie all the way to country blues and some jazz thrown in. I do hope you enjoyed that. Before that you heard Vetiver with You May Be Blue. Beautiful, great groove on that one. Okay, next up are 3 awesome covers, and regular listeners to these shows will know that I do love an awesome cover. First up is Justin Townes Earle with Graceland, released as a B-side to his single Maybe a Moment in 2017. Earle grew up in Nashville. His father, the legendary Steve Earle, gave him his middle name in honor of his own mentor, the great Townes Van Zandt. Very sadly, like his father, Justin did struggle with much drug abuse pretty much all his life and succumbed to his demons in 2020. He was a really beautiful musician and, sadly missed. After that, I'm going to play the great Wilco track, Jesus, etc., performed by Puss in Boots from their No Fools, No Fun LP from 2014. They're a great old country band from Brooklyn. And, formed in 2008, made up of Nora Jones, Sasha Dobson, and Catherine Popper. We'll play more from them in due course, but that'll be a fine little taster. And finally, in this wee medley of great covers, we'll play the Brothers Comatose with Valerie, a lovely song originally recorded by the Zootons, of course, made ridiculously popular by the late, great Amy Winehouse, and here given a bluegrass makeover by this fine band from San Francisco, from their 2016 release, City Painted Gold. So, it's 3 in a row coming up, and enjoy. Here we go.
Well, the Mississippi Delta is shining like a national guitar. I'm following the highway down the river through the cradle of the Civil War. I'm going to Graceland, Graceland, Memphis, Tennessee. I'm going to Graceland. Poor boy pilgrims with families, and we are going to Graceland. And my traveling companion, he's 9 years old, and he's the child of my first marriage. And I have reason to believe we all will be received in Graceland. And she comes back and tells me she's gone. As if I didn't know that, as if I didn't know my own bed. As if I never noticed the way she combs her hair off her forehead. She says losing love is just a window in your heart. Everybody sees you blown apart, and everybody sees the wind blowing. Oh, Graceland, I'm going to Graceland. Poor boy pilgrims with families, and we are going to Graceland. And my traveling companion, he's ghosts and empty sockets. I'm looking at ghosts of empties. And I have reason to believe we all will be received in Graceland. Now there's a girl in New York City, she calls herself a human trampoline. Whenever I'm falling, flying, tumbling in turmoil, I say, oh, so this is what she means. She means we're bouncing into Graceland. She says losing love is just a window in your heart. Everybody sees you blown apart. Everybody sees the wind blow. Oh, Graceland, I'm going to Graceland. And I may be obliged to defend every love, every ending, or maybe there's no obligations now. Reasons I cannot explain, there's some part of me wants to see Graceland. I'm going to Graceland. I'm going to Graceland. Going to Graceland.
Jesus, don't cry. You can rely on me, honey. You can combine anything you want. I'll be right. You were right by the stars. Each one is a setting sun. Voices escape, singing sad, sad songs. Tuned to gold, strung down your cheeks. Bitter melodies, turning your orbit around. Don't cry. You can rely on me, honey. You can come by anytime you want. Stars. sad, sad songs, tuned to chords strung down your cheeks, bitter melodies turning your orbit around. Voices cry, skyscrapers are scraping together your voice. It's smoking last cigarettes, all you can get, turning your orbit around. Our love, our love, our love is all we have. Our love is all of God's money. Everyone is a burning sun. Tall buildings shake, voices escape, singing sad, sad songs, tuned to chords strung down your cheeks, bitter melodies turning your orbit around. Voices cry, skyscrapers are scraping together your voice. It's smoking last cigarettes, all you can get, turning your orbit around. Last cigarettes, all you can get, turning your orbit around. Last cigarettes, all you can get, turning your orbit around.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things and what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. Since I come home, well, my body's been a mess. I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over, stop making a fool out of me, and come on over, Valerie. Whoa, Valerie. Whoa, Valerie. Whoa, Valerie. Did you have to go to jail? Put your house up for sale? Did you get a good lawyer? Did you have to pay that fine you were dodging all the time, or did he fix it for you? Well, are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair. Are you busy? I hope you didn't catch a tan. I hope you found the right man. Are you still dizzy? Since I come home, well, my body's been a mess. Miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over, stop making a fool out of me, and come on over, Valerie.
I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things and what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. Since I come home, well, my body's been a mess. I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Why don't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Come on over, Valerie. Whoa, 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 Valerie.
Isn't that beautiful? And yeah, I hope you enjoyed all those three wonderful covers. First of all, Justin Townes Earl with a really beautiful rendition of Paul Simon's Graceland. Again, it just feels like that's how the song was actually meant to be performed. Yeah, it's a sad and beautiful song, and Justin just nails that. Following that was a lovely version of Wilco's Jesus, Etc. by Puss in Boots. And I've heard Norah Jones sing a few Jeff Tweedy and Wilco songs live. She's obviously a major fan, and you can just tell with these kind of treatments that they're just recorded with such love. And yeah, it's a beautiful version of Jesus, Etc. And then just there, the Brothers Comatose with arguably, well, unarguably in my view, the finest version of Valerie out there. That's how the song should be sung. Beautiful stuff. Okay, right, time to welcome back onto the stage Mr. Ryan Adams. Here's another track off his really great Heartbreaker album from 2000, and it's such an astonishingly assured debut. Each time I hear anything of it, I really am impressed again at just how accomplished the whole album is. To just hit his stride with such an album. And there's yeah, loads and loads of great tracks off that. Here's Come Pick Me Up, although it's one of those tracks that invite you to wallow in getting down a little. So go, Ryan.
They call your name, will you walk right up with a smile on your face? Will you cower in fear in your favorite sweater with an old love letter? I wish you would. I wish you would come pick me up, take me out, fuck me up, steal my records, scream my friends. They're all full of shit, with a smile on your face, and then do it again. with the windows clear and the mannequin's eyes, do they all look like mine? You know you could. I wish you would come pick me up, take me out, fuck me up, steal my records, screw all my friends, behind my back, and smile on your face, and then do it again. I wish you would. I wish you'd make up my bed so I could make up my mind. Try it for sleeping instead. Maybe you'll rest sometime. I wish I could. I wish I could. I wish I could.
Brother James got money, 30, 29, 4. Told everybody he was gone, hit that open road. There wasn't me no racing, V8, yes sirree. Old Brother James that knocked every leaf off the tree. Some say it was bad luck. Some say it was a bad old way to go. Lord, but you know it's bad luck, hell. Bad luck anywhere you go. Gentleman at Hardman, thought he working up the farm. Ah, she got another man, put a mule in the barn. Telephone rang this morning, thought knew was all around. Sometime last night, man, couldn't come back in town. Some say it was bad luck. Some say it was a bad old way to go. Everybody knows bad luck, hell. Bad luck. running out of here. I was born for trouble, and bad luck never stays. Everybody knows Sam for the woman, no razor blade. Some say it was bad luck. Some say it was a bad old way to go. Lord, but it's bad luck hell. Bad luck everywhere you go.
Oh yeah, there's the very naughty C.W. Stone King with Bad Luck Everywhere You Go from his totally excellent LP King Hokum from 2006. Well, 2006 by way of 1929. Before that, Ryan Adams doing his thing with the awesome Come Pick Me Up. Now it's time to rip it up a little. Here's Brianna Barbara with Sailin' Sailin'. She's another artist I've recently discovered while researching stuff for these shows. And man, am I excited about that. She is great. This is the first track of her 2016 release, Mirage Dreams. She's released a handful of singles and EPs since that full-length album. And everything she's done has got this great raw power. So, yeah, well worth checking out. For your listening pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, here's Brianna Barbara.
Sailing high, sailing high. And watch my mama cry. Sailing low, sailing low. And watch my mama go. Watch my mama go. Watch my mama go. Watch my mama go. Watch my mama cry.
Yes, indeed. Short and sweet. Brianna Barbara with Sailin' Sailin'. Just love that. Okay, let's keep things ticking along nicely now with the Agnostic Mountain Gospel Choir. With their gorgeous Chain Gang sing-along, Rainstorms in My Knees. They released a damn fine album in 2008 entitled 10,000, and this is just one of the many great tracks off that. As ever, it's best to listen to with good volume, so turn it up. Ian Noe there with POW Blues off his River Fools and Mountain Saints LP from this year. Man, I just love everything about that, I really do. It's just got such a great vibe, damn fine swinging groove and awesome dirty guitar. I love his vocal delivery too. So, really hope you guys enjoyed that. Before Ian Noe, we had the enigmatically titled Agnostic Mountain Gospel Choir with their pretty little thing, Rainstorms in My Knees. Yeah, great stuff there. And indeed, let's get the banjo back involved. Actually, here's the one and only Jerry Garcia on banjo. This is a live version from 1973 of a track entitled Midnight Moonlight by the short-lived bluegrass supergroup Old and in the Way. So, yeah, get ready for some serious fun.
If you ever feel lonesome
us as we kneel there in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight, in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight, in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight, in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight. Thank you all.
Oh, let you go. Oh, yes, how could you? Oh, could you do? Well, I let you go. I love you too. I got something, baby, to make you love me too. Well, yeah, yeah, I got something, baby. Whoa, yes, how could you? Oh, could you move? Is that wrong? Oh, yeah. Whoa, yes, how could you? Oh, I touch your love. I got something, babe. Make you love me too. I just love you all. Well, oh, could you lose? Yes, I wanna. Oh, yeah. Whoa, yes, how could you? Well, I cut you loose. I'll tell you wrong. I love you, babe. Make you love me too. Well, oh, could you lose?
Yeah, there's T Model Ford with Cut You Loose from his awesome LP, Pee Wee Get My Gun. Some great old school guitar blues there, combining the rawness of Delta blues with some electrified Chicago blues. It's got a hefty dose of what's come to be known as juke joint blues too, which is where it's at really. Can just hear that kind of stuff all day long, and yeah, I kind of think I will for the rest of the day. Before that was the great Old and in the Way, which I intend to become one day soon, with Midnight Moonlight, rich in glorious banjo, fiddle, all the great stuff. Okay, that's it for another week. I hope you've enjoyed the offerings today in this edition of the Americana Deep Dive. Again, a reminder to all existing listeners, as well as the growing number of new ones. Very welcome. that all the previous shows are available on the Radio Lewes archive. The first show dates from 9th of May, and each Monday sees a new edition posted. So do get involved. I'm going to leave you today with another simply awesome cover. This is the wonderful Julia Jacklin, an Australian singer-songwriter heavily influenced by American roots music, and her take on the seminal track Someday from The Strokes' debut album, Is This It?, which kind of changed contemporary rock music on its release. As you'll hear, she's slowed it down a little and made it a touch more painful, but it hurts so good. This track is dedicated to my youngest daughter, Yonna, who not only loves The Strokes and lots else great music, but at the age of 9 is already truly an awesome vocalist in her own right, as well as being a damn mean bass player and budding pianist. To hear her sing will bring you to tears. Just think of Janis Joplin at age 9. So, for Yonna and for you all, here's Julia Jacklin with Someday. And with this, I bid you a fond farewell. So, all you good people, stay safe, keep on rocking. Adios.
Radio Lewes. Local community webcasting.